Hello. Uh, just going to do a little showcase video of everything I've gotten painted for the Warmaster.com Team Painting Challenge. It started out in started on August 4th, and the idea was a group of people in teams would each see how much they can paint, and then after every month they tally up their points. Every model was worth a certain amount of points. Like little tiny models would be worth like 1 point, a couple extra points if they are modded or done up custom, and then you get more points for bigger models, and so on and so on. So I'm part of Team 3, and pretty much the deadline for the first month, which I guess is ending on September 4th, is just like 2 days away. I probably won't get anything else for the competition, but I figured I'd show what I have contributed to the team so far. So my very first model I painted was this Dreadnought right here. Now, he was originally a Assault on Blackreach Dreadnought, to which then I converted into a Chaos Hellbrute. And he was the very first one I painted. I don't remember how long it took me to paint him, but it was a lot of work going into it, and I really like how he turned out. The second model that was painted was this guy. Actually, these two were painted pretty close to each other. This guy was a Forge World, Black Legion Forge World Hellbrute, and this is just the Dark Vengeance Hellbrute right here. This guy literally took me like maybe 9 hours in one sitting on like on a Sunday night kind of deal. This guy took a little bit longer just from all the different washes and stuff I had to use to get that this kind of shiny multi-toned skin color. I can't quite show you because I'm doing a long shot, but you can get the idea. It's a real nice contrast from his bronzy color. So those are the first three. The next one I painted up was this Rhino here. Now it's just a real simple Rhino. You know, it just has the primary colors. It's a Rhino. It's a 35 point unit, so I didn't put a lot of detail into it, but you can just easily tell how well it matches with the army, and that was kind of what I was focusing for. The next few guys I did were these 4 little cultists. Now, I've never really done like cloth or skin tone very much. It's mostly just been power armor, but I did these guys up real quick. A few of them are modded up, just so, like these two guys right here are the exact same model, but you know, I switched some heads around, I switched some weapons around, just to make them look a little bit different. Same with these two, exact same guy, painted up a little bit differently. This guy's got two daggers. He's got a gun and a mace, just to kind of differentiate them a bit. So yeah, those are my cultists, and those are my Hellbrutes and Rhino. Now, what I wanted to do was I actually wanted to get another Hellbrute done. This would have been my second modded Assault on Blackreach Dreadnought, the Kijiji model I got, but I got real sick and never really got around to painting it, and I know it's terrible. It's like, yeah, blame being sick, but when you're sick and hacky and sneezy and head hurts, you just don't want to do anything. So unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to finish him in time for the August deadline, but you know what, from when I first started painting, this is like quite a bit for me to get done in like a month. Granted, I haven't been painting for like the last week, almost 2 weeks of August, but still, you know, for 2.5 weeks of work, I got 3 very beautifully painted Hellbrutes. I got a nice Rhino. I got some work done on cultists, trying out some different techniques, and I'm quite happy with what I was able to accomplish. And I told the guys on the forum, I told the guy who started this competition, like, I'm like actually really grateful for him starting this competition, just giving me that kind of motivation, just like helping out a team in a challenge, just to try and get everybody pumped and just working towards the goal of getting your army painted. Like, that was his whole reason for starting this competition, was just for people to strive to help each other to get their armies painted and done on and like tabletop quality. And it really shows with even just me personally, with what I was able to get done, just motivated for this challenge. And you know, I'm actually quite glad I decided to take part in it. So yeah, these are my submissions for the month of August. One lonely guy in the back there didn't quite make it. Now these guys are they are part of my army. They were not actually in the competition. I'll say that right now. So these do not count. But I painted these guys before August, before the competition actually started. So they do not qualify. But you know, they are also the first Chaos Space Marine squad of my army that was to get painted in my Legion colors, so I feel that they should be showcased all the same. Just a simple, what is this, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 troops. Same, I really wish my camera can auto zoom, but it cannot. Just in basic Chaos Space Marine guys, simply painted, you know, in basic colors, but at the same time, a lot of work went into them, because these guys were the test squad that really went into it. And if we go, just to show you guys, going back a little bit further, this little lonely guy right here, he was the very first test model, way like months ago, that got me into painting this set of colors. He doesn't actually get a spot in the army. He's way too poorly painted, and his model melted a little bit, stripping paint, whole thing. He just doesn't belong in the army. But yeah, like, my custom Legion has really come along since August, from when I first started painting. And I'm hoping if I start feeling a little bit better, I'm hoping September is going to be a good month. From what I can, from looking at my collection, what I want to do is I want to get that next Hellbrute done. I got a Defiler sitting back there, and I got another Hellbrute. I want to finish my Cultists, and if I have enough time, I want to try and start working on my specialty squads, being like the Thousand Suns, the Khorne Berserkers, Plague Marines, and Noise Marines. And I want to get them done because I have some ideas for how I can incorporate each of the different Chaos Gods into my Legion colors. Like, try some little rust for some plague guides, some extra blood effects, stuff like that, just to really tie them nicely in with my Legion. But that, I'm going to hold off on them for now. But yeah, this is my Legion so far, and the submissions for the Warmaster.com Team Painting Challenge, Team 3, Brushes with Heresy. I'll be posting up another video as soon as I can of the progress on my next project.